Lion mixed with a tiger and wolf genes spliced into your family dog? Someone actually did this, and the results are alive right now. These are not myths. They are real animals engineered by people who could not resist asking what if. Some turned out gentle, and others, yeah, not so much. First up, the Cheeto. In 2001, Carol Dryman was staring at her Bengal cat and said to herself, "Not wild enough." So she crossed it with an Osa cat. The result looks like it should be taking down gazelles in Africa. Instead, it is playing fetch in a suburban living room. Cheeto cats got the spotted coat, the muscles, the whole predator package. Except they act like golden retrievers. Playful and friendly, plus they turned out to be total softies. Owners say they are more dog than cat. All that intimidating appearance? Useless. They would rather cuddle than hunt. Number 9. The Savannah cat, late 1980s. And Judy Frank takes this to the next level by crossing a domestic cat with a serval. A leggy African wildcat that belongs in National Geographic documentaries, not houses. Meet the Savannah cat, and these things are tall, eye level when you are standing, and they kept the serval's insane jumping ability with 8 feet straight up from standing. Walk into your kitchen. Your cat is on the fridge looking down at you like you are beneath them, because you are. But here is the twist. They actually like humans and are curious and social, and some even like water. The 80s were something else, but nothing compared to what Cold War Russia was cooking up. Number 8. The Sulimov dog, Russia's classified canine. Cold War Russia and biologist Klim Sulimov gets a mission. Build the ultimate detection dog for Arctic conditions, and his answer was husky plus jackal. Sounds random, but it is not because jackals have a crazy good sense of smell. Way better than most dogs. But the problem is, they freeze in cold weather while huskies were bred to drag sleds through blizzards. Sulimov combined them, and now you have got a dog that sniffs out explosives in sub-zero temps like it is nothing, and Russian airports still use them today. Most people have never heard of them because they are the classified mission of dogs, working in complete silence while everyone ignores them. Speaking of things people ignore, what happens when a farmer finds something in his barn that should not exist? Number 7. The Jeep. The accident nobody expected. Ireland in the 1980s, and farmer Paddy Murphy heads to his barn for a normal sheep birth. But he does not get a normal sheep. He gets 50% goat and 50% sheep. Goats and sheep are close enough to breed, but different enough that their kids cannot have kids. Nature's way of saying nice try, but no. Jeeps are rare because goats and sheep usually are not into each other. But when it does happen, you get an animal with sheep wool here, goat hair there, and complete biological confusion everywhere. They are more curiosity than anything useful, proof that nature occasionally throws a curveball just to mess with us. But at least Jeeps are harmless, and we cannot say the same about what we are covering next. Number 6. The Zebroid. Beautiful and angry. 19th century England, and Lord Morton looks at his horses and zebras and thinks, let us combine them. Boom, Zebroid. A zebra plus horse or donkey, and they get the zebra's stripes, kind of. It more looks like someone started painting racing stripes, then quit halfway. They also got the zebra's personality, and zebras are mean as hell because there is a reason nobody has ever truly domesticated zebras. They bite, they kick, and they absolutely do not want to be ridden. Zebroids are strong and disease-resistant, which makes them useful for work in Africa where horse diseases are brutal. But training one? Yeah, good luck. They have got all the stubbornness of a mule times zebra rage. Now imagine trying that with something even bigger. Number 5. The Zubron, the failed masterpiece. Poland in 1847. And Leopold Walecki's cattle are dying from disease and harsh winters. So his solution was to cross them with European bison, one of the toughest animals on the continent. The Zubron turned out hardy and disease-proof, and it survives brutal winters like it is nothing, so why are they not everywhere? Farmers hated them because bison temperament plus hard to manage equals nobody wants to deal with this, and the program died. Now a tiny population lives in a Polish preserve, a reminder of what almost was. But one American rancher figured out how to actually make this work. Number 4. The Beefalo, the hybrid that worked. Late 1800s on the American frontier, and Charles Goodnight is watching his cattle struggle because bison survive blizzards, droughts, and predators while cattle die constantly. But cattle taste better. Goodnight bred them together and created the Beefalo, and unlike most hybrids, these actually succeeded. Still around today and more sustainable than cattle. They need less food, handle rough terrain, and produce leaner meat and better for the environment too, because bison are native, so Beefalo do not wreck grasslands like cattle do. Rare case where the hybrid was not just interesting, it was better. But if you think that is impressive, wait until you see what happens when you cross the two biggest cats on Earth. Number 3. The Liger, the accident that will not stop growing. Early 1900s, and German zoo director Karl Hagenbeck wants jaws on the floor. So he bred a male lion and female tiger to see what happens. The Liger is the largest big cat on Earth at 10 to 12 feet long and up to 1,000 pounds. Bigger than both parents, way bigger. Why? Growth defect because lions and tigers have different genes that stop growth. And when you cross them, those genes break, so Ligers just keep growing. Despite the size, they are pretty gentle and social with more lion personality than tiger. But the catch is, they are almost always sterile. Nature's "this should not happen" fail-safe. But what if someone wanted to bring back what domestication took away from dogs? Number 2. The Saarloos Wolfdog, the dog that remembers. 1920s. Netherlands and Leendert Saarloos looks at modern dogs and thinks they are too soft because they have lost everything that made them wild. So he crossed German Shepherds with Eurasian gray wolves to bring it all back. The Saarloos Wolfdog turned out exactly as intense as it sounds, with independent personalities, skittish with strangers, and survival instincts cranked to maximum. Not aggressive, but definitely not a family pet because Saarloos wanted wild instincts and he got them, plus wolves that do not trust humans. Official breed now, but experts only, and it is a reminder that maybe we lost some things for a reason. But here is where it gets wild, because the next hybrid was not created by humans at all. Number 1. The Prizzly bear, evolution you can watch. This one was not made in a lab with no breeder and no experiment, because nature made this herself. The Prizzly bear is a polar bear plus grizzly, and before the 2000s it was impossible because they lived in different habitats and never met. But then, the Arctic melted. Polar bears lost their ice and were forced inland, right into grizzly territory, and when mating season hits, biology takes over. 2006, and a Canadian hunter shoots what he thinks is the ugliest polar bear ever, and the DNA test comes back and reveals 2 species in one bear. Prizzlies are smaller than polar bears, but bigger than grizzlies with creamy brown fur and longer claws, and they hunt on land and ice, making them better adapted to climate change than either parent. Here is the dark part. They only exist because their world is collapsing, and it is not an experiment or curiosity. It is a warning sign with fur, evolution happening right now while we watch. Some solved problems, some satisfied curiosity, and some showed us exactly what we are doing to this planet. Which one shocked you, and would you own a wolf dog or a savanna cat? Drop a comment because I want to know. Thanks for watching.